Alrighty, guys, and welcome back to the Basketball Fix podcast. I am Josh Higgins, and I will be one of two co-hosts on the official GameDay Squad Australian basketball podcast for the NBL26 season. In this video here, we are just going to be going over pretty much everything to do with GameDay Squad and really having a little bit of a look into it, how we sign up, and obviously, as you can see down below, we're going to be doing a little bit of a pack opening as well. So mind my voice here, I'm currently halfway through a cold at the moment as well. So, and also a little disclaimer as well. We are looking forward, obviously, to getting to know how to play the game, getting to know the platform, and obviously having a lot of fun as well. So I will be one of the hosts, and the other host as well will be one of the main men at the Basketball Fix, Mr. Jeremy Dark as well, a guy who is new to the platform just like myself, but also super excited as well. So this podcast is for everyone. You know, we're looking for new players to join and sort of teach how to play GameDay Squad. And obviously as well, we're looking to continue on with all the seasoned veterans that are out there as well. And a few little features that I like about GameDay Squad off the top is, unlike other fantasy sports games, it doesn't reset at the end of every season. It doesn't matter if you've built your team up and you've got Bryce Cotton and Kendrick Davis and Joe Lawala-Chul and all these top players in the NBL. You hold on to those players and you continue on the next year as well. So obviously there's a bit of strategy involved. You know, obviously if a player goes to move on and leaves to another team or another club or another league in general, you still get to keep their card. And obviously if they come back into the NBL as well, that player card will be updated with everything on there as well. So a really couple of good features, I think, with GameDay Squad. And I'm looking forward to learning more as well, which is going to be super exciting. But one little thing off the top as well, if you are new to GameDay Squad and you're going to be enjoying a lot of Basketball Fix content, use the code when you sign up, TBF, for 3 free common packs as well to kickstart your team. Get a couple of bronze cards and I believe a couple of silver cards as well, potentially in the mix as well. So a really good little way to just boost your little team and your club straight away when it comes to all things GameDay Squad. So like I mentioned, we're going to be really excited to get involved. And also as well, go and check out our Discord. It'll be linked down in the description below of our YouTube channel. And we'll have all Basketball Fix, I was going to say TBF. That is going to be the new little nickname for us at the Basketball Fix, the TBF community over there at Discord as well. So go and check it out. Get involved. There's lots of stuff on there. There's game days, there's tips, there's predictions. There's going to be a lot of GameDay Squad stuff as well, which is super exciting. A lot of giveaways. We've also got a couple of giveaways at the end of this video. But the main crux of this video right here, and we'll switch it over right now. We're going to be opening a couple of packs. Everyone loves packs. If you grew up playing NBA My Team, FIFA Ultimate Team, we know what the crux of those sports were. It was all about opening packs. And to be honest, I've spent a little bit of cash on this game already, trying to have a bit of fun. Obviously, love opening packs as well. And we might even just start there, show a couple of the players that obviously I've already pulled in some packs. And you know, I've had a bit of fun with this, to be fair, and we're just going to stick this to the rarity sort of marker here. I believe that's the way. So here we go. So guys like Jalen Adams, Jordan Hunter, Ben Air, All-Stars are really cool cards as well. So the most important thing, obviously, with this sort of stuff is you're looking at the multipliers. So a bronze card, a standard card, is a 1 multiplier. So if a player scores 30 points, you're going to see 30 points. Now, as you see, the cards go up in variety, so do those multipliers as well. So a 30 point might be a 32 point, might be a 33, 34, 35, whatever the case is as well. So you're looking for high cards, especially if you're wanting to play in those really high leagues down the track as well. But when we're starting out, we're just looking for some decent bronze, silvers, and gold cards for sure, and really trying to build like a really decent squad all around. But obviously, like I mentioned, I've had a bit of fun with this as well. Got a couple of diamond cards, a couple of platinum cards, and obviously the 1 all-star card in Matthew Dellavedova as well, who's a 1.35 multiplier. So again, they're going to be for other videos anyways, but they're the sort of players that you can pull from these packs. Now we're going to start off with some starter packs, and these pack animations are really cool. It reminds me a bit of FIFA, it reminds me a bit of My Team, Ultimate Team as well on the NBA 2K game modes. First card off the rank is a bronze Ben Gritsky, which is obviously a nice little card. Again, all these are just purely based on just building our club and building our squad as well, because there are a plethora of different game modes as well. Getting into the second pack, we've got a Sam Froling, who's going to miss the entire NBL26 season, or pretty much all of the NBL26 season as well, unfortunately. But us at the Basketball Fix, if you haven't seen us before, if this is your first time seeing the Basketball Fix, we do a lot of content over at the Basketball Fix, whether it is NBL content, NBL Game Day Squad stuff now as well, which we'll be obviously doing a lot of. So you can go and check us out in multiple different avenues as well on YouTube. You can check us out as our website and obviously as well as social media and Discord. Our Discord is relatively new, Angus Glover. So again, it's going to be a lot of learning curves and a lot of teething problems as well with our Discord. But again, we've had a really good foundation set with that over the last couple of days. So looking forward to seeing all of you on there as well. And there'll be plenty of giveaways throughout the season. But one thing that the Game Day Squad team have mentioned to me as well, and I'm sure players who have been playing at home and have been playing for some time as well will understand straight away, there's been a change in the player graphics as well. And I think they look really, really clean. Flynn Cameron, he's probably due for a big season as well. And you can just see these little graphics here as well starting to take shape on the cards. My personal favorite as of right now has been the New Zealand Breakers. I just love the little stars. We saw it a second ago with Carlin Davidson for the New Zealand Breakers. Dante Russo, Nance. Again, a lot of these are going to be bronze cards to start at your collection. And realistically, this is the best way of doing it. This is a free-to-play game. You don't have to go and spend money. Obviously, if you want to go and have a lot of success in this, you probably can go and spend some cash and you can trade players. You can buy players on the transfer market. You can do all that great stuff as well. But for the free-to-play side of it, it's really, really fun. And I think the difference to other fantasy games is when you play Supercoach or when you play other fantasy sports games that we have played in the NBL space or even in the basketball space as well, we know what it's like. You sort of get to around round 15, round 16, and everyone's got the exact same teams, or maybe they've got 8 or 9 of the same players, and those last couple of players are, a bit of a pod play, for example. But what I like about Game Day Squad is you can constantly change your team. So every single week you can go in and clear your squad, pick a brand new 10-man roster for that round. There's no captains at all. So sometimes, we may say on the podcast, okay, this week is a Bryce Cotton week. Let's say he's come up against the Cairns Taipans, so he's been averaging an absolute plethora of points so all season long, and obviously in his history in the NBL as well. We may say, okay, it's time this week. You got a salary cap, so you can only use so many cards in the salary. So you might only be able to use, let's just say, 2 gold cards, 2 silver cards, and the rest are bronze. So we may say, okay, this is the round where you've got to use one of those gold cards as a Bryce Cotton. Use the highest rarity that you possibly can on who is arguably going to be the best player of the round. So this is where we're going to be able to offer some insight. Obviously, we are basketball experts. We look at the analytical side of it. We watch a lot of games, and we know, obviously, the ins and outs of a lot of these players as well. And, we're excited at the prospect of learning about all the new players, but the players who have been in the league for a number of seasons, we are all over here at the Basketball Fix as well. So this is where we will be able to offer some insight. And Joe Luala-Chul, there's the first time I'm seeing his name in the game as well, but that's the first time I've pulled him, and he's going to be an exciting piece for the Perth Wildcats as well. But let us know down in the comments, what is your NBL team? I know I've spoken to a couple of people who play the Game Day Squad, and there's that New Zealand Breakers shield. I absolutely love it. But who is your NBL team? I'll start it out right now. I'm a Perth boy, and I'm going to stay with the Wildcats for now, but I've been very disappointed in a few things, obviously, this off-season. You don't like to abandon your team either, but obviously I'm a big Bryce Cotton fan as well. So a little part of me wants to go and support Bryce in Adelaide, and in the NBA, I do that very similarly as well. I'm a LeBron James guy over an individual team at the moment as well. So, maybe there's a little sense of me, a little part of me that just wants to go straight for Bryce, straight for Adelaide, and let's watch them win their first championship in 23 years. But let us know down below, who is your NBL team, as we got Shea Ilian. Melbourne's actually quite nice as well. I just like the blue on the black. I just think about it. It just really does scream professional logos, I do believe as well. And again, a lot of things happening at the Basketball Fix. So at the moment, my lighting setup is a little bit poor. That'll be rectified over the next couple of weeks as well, which I'm excited for. Got a couple of new lights coming in as well. So really trying to upgrade the Basketball Fix over the next couple of months for sure. And once again, we're looking forward to being a part of the Game Day Squad family for not only this year, but a lot of years going as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on, and a lot of New Zealand Breakers players coming out of these packs as of right now, which is always exciting. Big fan of the New Zealand Breakers and what they're going to do as well. And also, let me know down below, who do you think has had the best off-season so far? Because there's been a good amount of moves. Obviously, a lot of players have been moving team. I know the guys at Game Day Squad have been absolutely flat out, obviously on the transfer market, and making sure these guys are obviously in the right teams and the right badges and everything like that as well. It has been a really chaotic off-season, and it's been a fun off-season for sure. And speaking of guys who have changed teams, who was most likely unexpected, Jalen Adams, a Brisbane Bullet player now as well. So again, that is an interesting one heading into NBL26. Is that one of the guys who could potentially bring the Brisbane Bullets some sort of championship success? You just never know as well. So, yeah, what's been your most exciting move of the offseason? And what has been the biggest shocking move of the offseason? I think for me, the most shocking move was obviously Bryce Cotton. I think that shocked me to the core. I think it shocked all Perth fans to the core as well. No one was expecting him to move on from the Perth Wildcats, and even if they did, they would have thought he was going to go to another NBL club. But I guess the best move in terms of when I look at a team who's picked up a player, with a lot of value. Again, you can throw that in the Bryce Cotton discussion, but I think it's going to be Kendrick Davis. I think that move to the Sydney Kings from Adelaide is going to be absolutely incredible. So those were the starter packs, essentially, all bronze players. Sometimes you can pull silver players, I do believe. I could be wrong there as well. I may make some mistakes over the time as well, but we've gone and loaded up a couple of extra packs. Now, when I speak about what you can do, like I mentioned, you can buy players, you can buy packs, and you can transfer players and trade players as well. So we've loaded up a couple of these packs. We've got a couple of common packs, a couple of rare packs, and a couple of unique packs as well. And then as you go down, you can see we've got elite packs, we've got rare all-stars, unique all-stars, all that sort of good stuff as well. So some of these packs are limited. There's 112 left of these packs. I do believe that's what it means. And when you actually click on these packs as well, it gives you potentially what you're going to pull. So out of these unique all-star packs, the worst you're going to pull, is a platinum. You got a 77% chance of pulling a platinum, 16% chance of pulling a diamond, a 0.1% chance of pulling a legend, which again, I haven't even mentioned this. There is so much to talk about with GameDay Squad, but legends are one of ones. If you pull a legend card, there's no one else going to have that particular player or that particular card as well. So they're obviously really, really good value. A lot of people tend to hold on to them. I have seen a few floating around on the transfer and the trade market as well, but again, not many people do trade them from what I've been hearing and listening as well. And then you've got the 2025 All-Stars in this mix as well. So they've just got a higher multiplier than what the Platinum cards do right now as well. So they're a 1.35, like I was telling you guys, with Matthew Dellavedova. But let's open a couple of these packs. So we've got the common packs. So we'll quickly have a look in the store. 61% chance of pulling silvers, golds are 30%, platinum 6.1%, and diamonds 1.2%. So if we get some gold players here, that'd be really, really nice. And obviously anything above that is really, really good as well. So let's open the first pack. First common pack, so I'm really excited about these. These card animations are really nice. And our first player cards are silver, I believe. I got a little bit excited, but we've got a couple of golds as well. So we've got a silver Tanner Krebs. We've got a gold Quat Noi and a gold Taco Fall, who is now going to be out of the game at the next update as well. So I'll be able to keep that card in my collection, but again, he's going to be no use. And another different animation here. I wonder what is going on here. I wonder if these animations mean, okay, you've pulled something. We have pulled something. Okay, so these animations, potentially, we're going to learn this. All right, so we'll get the silver out of the way. Ben Christie, the gold Tyler Harvey. I believe this is platinum. I'm still trying to get used to these. This might be platinum or diamond. Let's have a look what we've got. And we've got a diamond Taco Fall. Just speaking of that guy, about him being released from the New Zealand Breakers, we've got to go and have a diamond Taco Fall now in our collection until he potentially re-signs in the NBL one day. I highly doubt that he will. Not the same animation, so I believe we'll probably be looking at a maximum of a gold here, which we are. Tom Jerovich for the Perth Wildcats, Gorjok Gak for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, and Mullawatch there as well for the Sydney Kings. Two more of these common packs to go. We'd love to see that animation once more time, but it doesn't look like it. Again, probably looking at a bit of a gold maximum right here, and that is exactly what we get. Sean Bairstow, Owen Foxwell, and Matthew Dellavedova there for the Sydney Kings. Another player who was on the move as well. I just want to get some of these good cards. I'm a pack addict, they say. Obviously, this is where this game is going to be no good for me because I'm going to be spending a whole lot of money. But all silvers, we've got Tyler Robertson, Jalen Galloway, and Carlin Davison. Nearly went the old Sydney Kings trio there. So that is the five common packs out of the way. Now we've got the rare packs. So we're looking for, in these packs, 80% gold, 16% platinum, and 3.2% diamond. So those common packs, there was only a 1.2% chance of a diamond player. So we pulled a diamond for that. I know it was Taco Fall. Once again, though, it's still a player to keep in the collection, and potentially, someone might want to buy. a Taco Fall later, or we might be doing some wages later in the season as well. So maybe that's the guy that I look to put up on the transfer market for Jeremy to have to take on his collection as well. But let's get into these rare packs as well. Again, different pack animations mean different things it does look like. This looks like we might be getting something relatively good. What do we got? We got a gold. Let's flip them as we go. We got a gold Sam Wardenberg. I'm really, really high on Sam Wardenberg in NBL26. Again, that looks like a diamond or a platinum. Another gold, though. Isaac White, my boy. Massive shout out to the Rockingham Flames. And a Platinum Montrezl Harrell. I believe I've got one of him in my collection as of right now. So he could be a guy out there that we look to do a couple of giveaways as well. If you want a Platinum Montrezl Harrell, reach out to us as well in the Discord chat with why you want him. And what do you think his numbers are going to be for NBL26? This looks like it's going to be an all-gold pack. David Aquera, Will Magnay, and Montrezl Harrell, all golds. Again, the more gold players you have, the better off it will be when we are looking down the track as well, playing a couple of these different game modes. What is that pack animation again? Here we go. That looks like another platinum player for the Basketball Fix squad. We've got a diamond Xavier Cooks. That looks like the platinum. 2 platinums. All right, let's start with the right. Milton Doyle, okay, he's going to be an absolute baller this year for Melbourne United. And Kyle Bowen, 2 of the guys. I believe I've already got a Kyle Bowen in this game already. So another one we could be looking to give away. Now, let's get a little bit excited. We've got some unique packs here. Again, this looks like it's going to be platinum at an absolute minimum with a chance of diamonds and legends as well. My goal by the end of the year is to pull at least 1 legend card. I know it's probably going to be absolutely impossible. I'm probably sure there's guys who've been playing this game for 2 or 3 years now, like the game has been out, and still haven't got their hands on a legend card. But that is going to be my goal by the end of the season. Let's get into these unique packs, though. Should be some nice little pack animations on this. I believe last time that was the diamond one. All right, let's just have a bit of a look around. That looks like diamond. That's the platinum. And I think that's platinum as well. Let's get these 2 platinums out. Casey Prather in for a massive year for the Brisbane Bullets, especially after last year as well. Bullquall, let's have a prediction here. Bryce Cotton. Oi, Sam Froling. Okay, a guy who obviously we're going to be looking at in the next NBL season as well. 2 more of these, though. Let's see that same animation here. I want to see, maybe there's some red. That looks like it's going to be all platinums in the pack here. And all platinums we do see. Michael Harrison, Adelaide 36ers. Bryce Cotton, there we go. Okay, I'm excited now by the prospect of having a good Bryce Cotton card in my collection and a really nice Shea Illy as well. Last pack, I see that big animation. Oh, I didn't press it. That's a bit embarrassing here. But last pack, all platinums. Again, I can't be too disappointed. We can't be too disappointed with all platinums, but again, let's sort of see something else. Gorjot Gak, probably not going to play many minutes for South East Melbourne Phoenix. Either is probably Ben Air for the Tasmania Jack Jumpers, and either is Towie Smith-Milner for the Brisbane Bullets. But once again, really, really exciting. Again, this is a little introduction into GameDay Squad. I know obviously there's going to be a lot of content on there and on the platform as we do go along. But like I mentioned earlier, so essentially what you're going to be looking at when the game is fully up and running is you'll be seeing some sort of a salary cap. You got a $5 million budget here. We've already spent $2.5 million. So roughly it looks like all the golds are worth roughly $500,000 essentially as well at this point. And then you just basically pick your team and put the best players on possibly. So, you know, you're looking for the right matchups, looking for the players that are playing poor teams, for example, as well, who are going to give up points and rebounds and everything like that as well. So there's so much to sort of, I guess for us, an exciting point is there's so much for us to show you guys as a whole. And another thing as well, which I thought was really, really cool is if a team and a player plays a double game week, you don't get both scores combined. You just get the highest score for that particular round as well. So I think that's really exciting part of it as well. Obviously, you're not going to be double boosting and all that sort of stuff as well, loopholing and everything, but getting double chances as well. You know, we see it all the time in other fantasy games. One poor performance can absolutely kill you. And I think this sort of evens up the field a little bit more with sort of having the capabilities and the ability to obviously have both scores in both games, and then obviously having the best of those particular ones as well. So that'll wrap up the first video from the Basketball Fix of GameDay Squad. Like I mentioned as well, before next video, go and check out our Discord as well and get involved. We'll be dropping a couple little things here as well. Questions you want answered, podcasts that you want as well, obviously going forward with GameDay Squad. We're super excited to be on board. And once again, obviously, I'm super excited to be opening more packs. Obviously, getting to know a lot more of you all in the community as well. We have so much planned here at the Basketball Fix. Make sure you go and check us out at thebasketballfix.com.au And also go and check us out at our Instagram at the Basketball Fix Podcast as well. Plenty of content over there, keeping up to date with all the news, and especially the biggest one as well for this year will be all of the injury news as well. That's going to be a really important factor and piece, obviously, when we do talk about the NBL26 season. But until next time, we hope you've gotten your game day squad fix, and we hope you've gotten your basketball fix.